So you're predicting a knockout?
Most definitely. I'm predicting a knockout, but I ain't gonna look for it though. If it don't come, I don't care if it don't come or not. But I'm saying.
As June 27th approaches, Jaron Boots Ennis is predicting a knockout and revealing the blueprint he believes will lead him to victory over Xander Zayas in one of boxing's most anticipated showdowns.
Feeling great, man. About to be a 2-time weight division unified champ. Man, I'm snapping my legacy, man. It's only up, man. I'm about to show the world I'm the best in the world. I'm gonna continue to keep showing the world I'm the best in the world.
Responding to that, Xander Zayas called the fight his toughest test yet, noting that each bout has led him to this level. He added that facing former world champion Jaron Ennis moving up in weight is a major challenge, but stressed he will bring his best performance to match it.
He gonna run right to a rock, right over the bridge, right into a boulder. He gonna run into something. If the knockout gonna come, I just don't force it. I'm gonna go in there, have fun, take my time, be me, be who I know I am, just relax, it's gonna come, I just have my fun, put on a show.
Adding to the build-up, Jaron Ennis made it clear he is done with talk and fully focused on taking over the sport. He expressed confidence that his performance will separate him from the rest, insisting that once the fight begins, his ability inside the ring will do all the talking.
He's the hardest opponent in my resume to date because, again, I feel like every fight was a step into that direction, and obviously facing somebody like Boots, former world champion, coming up to a new weight class and wanting to be the king of the weight class is obviously challenging because you know he's coming with his best, but he gotta expect the best out of me, and I promise I'm gonna bring the best version out of Xander Zayas.
In response, Xander Zayas stated that his confidence is rooted in self-belief and his position among the division's elite. He added that his motivation comes from internal standards rather than external validation, with his in-ring performances expected to confirm the level he holds himself to.
And understanding that when you understand that it's simple to get the work done, it's simple to push yourself harder and harder every single day because there's nothing to prove to nobody. It's something to prove to yourself, and I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna prove myself right.
However, Jaron Ennis expressed that at 154 pounds, he sees himself as the leading figure in the division, stating that anyone stepping up to face him directly would gain the highest attention and biggest financial opportunity in boxing.
To be real, at 154, I'm the biggest name at 154, and everybody know that. I'm the biggest name at 154, and everybody know they're gonna make the most money fighting me, straight like that.
On the other side, Roy Jones Jr. suggested that Xander Zayas has the potential to step up to the challenge, though he emphasized it would be a major leap at his current stage. He noted that ideally Zayas would have benefited from a few more fights to build experience, but also acknowledged that big opportunities often arrive early when the financial stakes are high and cannot always be delayed.
If anybody can, it'd be him, but that's a hell of a task he's taking on at an early age too, you know what I mean? So I would have liked to see him wait just a little bit longer, get a couple more fights in, but sometimes when the money calls, the fight has to happen. Money calls, the fight gotta happen, so it's what it is.
Jaron Ennis.
While shifting his focus to Jaron Ennis, Roy Jones Jr. also noted that Jaron Ennis is a highly skilled fighter who knows how to apply his abilities in the ring with purpose and control. He emphasized that there is no room for underestimation, adding that his quality and fight IQ would become evident once the action unfolds.
As far as being a guy that's actually knows what he's doing and knows how to fight, has talent too, but knows how to use his talent, therefore it's nothing to break down. And I think they'll find that out come this next fight.
Meanwhile, Rolando Romero expressed that it's difficult to go against Jaron Ennis in this matchup. He pointed out that Xander Zayas is still developing at a young age, while Ennis carries greater maturity and far more experience at the elite level.
I mean, shoot, it's hard to really go against Boots because on that one was specifically Xander. I feel Xander's still young, Boots is a lot older and has a lot more experience.
Building on that, Winky Wright expected the matchup to be competitive and spoke positively about the division, stressing that top fighters should be willing to meet each other in the ring. He added that legacy is built by beating high-level opposition rather than simply stacking victories, and encouraged both Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis to seize the opportunity and prove where they truly stand.
Right, man. The division looking good right now, and I just want to see all the fighters fight each other, man. The best need to fight the best. That's what's going to bring the fans to boxing. And, you can only be great by beating somebody great. You know what I'm saying? You can have a bunch of wins with no great win. You're just a good fighter, but you want to be great, you need to beat another great fighter. So they got the opportunity, and I hope they do it.
Adding to the breakdown, Ronnie Shields called it a closely contested fight, highlighting Jaron Ennis's adaptability and overall skill set while also acknowledging Xander Zayas as a proven champion. He gave a slight edge to Ennis based on his level of opposition, but cautioned that Zayas remains a live threat who could pull off an upset if given the opportunity.
Being the younger fighter coming up, maybe biting off a little bit more than he could chew. I know, as you said, Xander's a world champion, so is he biting off more than he could chew?
I don't think he is. I really don't think he's biting off more than he could chew. You know, look, once you prove yourself as being a world champion, that's what you are. You know, nobody could take that away from you. So he's the champion of the world, and his job is to defend that.
And final question for me, and to bring it full circle, talking about Spence Zhu, the winner of this bout, Spence versus Zhu, do you feel that they have, especially Spence on your end, do you feel he has a direct ticket after that fight if he beats Zhu to Sebastian Fundora, or do you think he has his eyes more on the winner of Boots versus Xander?
Ronnie Shields also pointed out that becoming a world champion sharpens a fighter and raises their confidence and danger level, meaning Xander Zayas will enter this fight under pressure to perform at an even higher standard. He added that Zayas will have to dig deep to defend his status, which would force Jaron Ennis to respond with equal intensity from the opening rounds.
Number one thing, right, is winning a world championship makes you 10 to 15% better fighter. Anyway, you know, he don't want to give that up. You know, so the training, everything is going to be different for this guy because he knows this is the biggest fight of his life right now. You know, there are other big fights out there, but this is the biggest fight of his career. So, and you know, being champion, you want to keep that. So this kid is gonna dig deep as he possibly could to do everything he can to win this fight. That makes Boots have to do the same, because if he doesn't, you know, he's going to be in for a long night.
However, Greg Hackett noted that Xander Zayas already looks established after becoming a unified champion at a young age. He added that Jaron Ennis is finally getting his big fight, while some questions remain about Zayas' experience. He still called Zayas a legitimate champion and described the matchup as competitive and interesting.
But at the same time, I feel like Xander feels like he already made it. You know what I mean? And I'm not mad at him for that, because to be undisputed, not undisputed, unified. To be unified champion at 54 so fast. It happened for him kind of fast. You know what I'm saying? I can understand the high that he's on. You know what I mean? And Boots, on the other hand, this is what he's been looking for. He's been looking for a guy that everybody say is a guy for him to be fighting. Now, some people say they don't like the fight because Xander's inexperienced, Xander ain't good enough, and this and that. But how did he? Yeah, but how did he get here? Like, you know what I mean? It's none of our faults. It's nobody's fault. It's the business of boxing. So if he's capable of being champion, he's capable of being a great fighter. I don't know what else to say or do. He's the champ right now. You know what I mean? So I think it's just going to be a great fight, though. I like the energy.
Timothy Bradley Jr. praised Xander Zayas for his strong ring IQ and maturity, noting his calm, intelligent approach. He also warned that a fight with Jaron Ennis would be a serious step up and a tough, unpredictable test, while adding it would force Ennis to elevate his performance.
I feel like from a talent standpoint, and he is talented as well. Xander has a really boxing high IQ. He does. And you can tell not only in the ring, but you can tell outside, even when he does commentary. You know, he's an extremely smart kid, or young man, I should say. But at 23, 2 belts, and you want to face that guy? Like, I'm like, man, what? If I'm managing him, I'm like, man, come on, bro. Like, calm your ass down real quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Like, we can maybe beat him, but shit, we unsure. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because like Boots is put in a situation in this fight to where he has to show the hell up and show the hell out.
Furthermore, Timothy Bradley Jr. felt a matchup between Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas would bring out the very best in both fighters, pushing them to operate at their highest level. He highlighted Zayas' self-belief and fearless mindset, adding that a victory over Ennis would instantly elevate him into a new level of recognition and stardom.
I think that this is a type of fight that can definitely raise somebody's game in like a Xander Zayas as well. It can definitely elevate his game. But he's not afraid, I'll tell you that much. Xander is not afraid. And he truly believes in his heart that he can beat Boots. Truly believes in his heart. And it's going to be amazing to see what happens, man, on that night. It is. It's going to be amazing to see. And if he can pull this off, oh my goodness. A new star is born. Yeah, you know, a new star is born for sure. Puerto Rico.
Meanwhile, Gary Russell Jr. viewed Jaron Ennis as the physically stronger fighter who is still developing his full potential. He noted that while Ennis has a few areas to tighten up, his athletic ability and adaptability help cover those gaps. Russell also expected Xander Zayas to apply steady pressure with volume punching and combinations, cautioning Ennis not to overcomplicate things, especially given Zayas' ability to capitalize and finish if openings appear.
Got more of his man strength now. Not only do he got more of his man strength, he's learning himself better. He still got kinks that I see. I don't think nobody else see it, but I see it. I feel like his raw talent can compensate for that. You know what I mean? He ambidextrous.
His athletic ability.
Yeah. Ambidextrous, he can go from left to righty, and I feel like his natural skill, athleticism wise, he'll be able to pay up for his little. But Xander, I feel like with this fight, he gonna punch in numbers, he gonna throw combinations, and Boots can't be in that trying to do some pretty shit. Cause Shorty can pop too. Shorty can pop too, and if he got you hurt, he gonna finish you.
On the contrary, Angelo Leo pointed out that Xander Zayas appears to be coping well with the pressure and already shows the mentality of a fighter willing to take on anyone at just 23, even as a unified champion. He praised Zayas' confidence and fearless approach in a competitive division. He also acknowledged Jaron Ennis as a highly skilled and dangerous opponent, but ultimately edged towards Zayas in what he expected to be a hard-fought contest.
How Xander is handling all this, you know, he's down to fight whoever. Winner, and he's already 23 years old. He's already a unified champion, and I like that about him. You know, he's not afraid to, you know, get his feet wet in this division. So, but Boots, you know, Boots is a tremendous fighter, very skilled as well. I'm gonna go with. It's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Xander with this one.
Furthermore, Angelo Leo highlighted that Xander Zayas' footwork could disrupt Jaron Ennis' rhythm and make his style harder to execute. He referenced how Ennis has handled mobile opponents before, but suggested Zayas operates at a more advanced level than those past challengers, which could present a tougher stylistic puzzle.
I see he's got pretty good footwork. He's got pretty good footwork, and I think that could offset Boots' style. You know, according to how he's dealt with movers in the past.
Like Chukazan?
Yeah,
Karen.
Yeah, exactly. Fighters like him, and I think Boots is, Zayas, he's got that and a little bit more than Karen.
On the flip side, Zab Judah expressed doubt over the matchup, suggesting that Xander Zayas may not be ready for a fighter like Jaron Ennis, and viewing it as a risky step up in competition. He added that if the fight happens on June 27th, he expects Zayas to struggle and ultimately fall short.
I'm gonna say shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy, HLD. Big shout out to you. But HLD, Xander Zayas should not be in the ring with Jaron Boots in his June 27th. And if he does climb into the ring, he will be defeated. That's it.
Peter Dobson also dismissed the idea of a competitive fight between Jaron Ennis and Xander Zayas, calling it a clear mismatch. He added that from what he has seen around elite fighters and in training settings, Ennis is operating at a different level and would likely control the bout from start to finish.
Do you think that it's a 50-50 fight?
I think he destroys him.
And what separates him?
He's levels above Xander. Like I feel like boxing fans, they don't really know boxing because
like, this is the thing I always say, in boxing, right, we're in the gym. Like, fighters are in the gym. The top fighters sparred each other before. So we know who's good and who's not good. You feel me? We know what level somebody's on. So just being in the ring with Jaron, Ennis, and seeing Xander, I know he's levels above him.
Sharing his perspective on the matchup, Karen Chukagian acknowledged the quality on both sides, describing Jaron Ennis as a top-tier talent at the elite level, while also crediting Xander Zayas as a promising young contender still developing his craft in the sport.
I think, yeah, he's gonna stop Zayas.
How do you rate his punching power?
Very painful.
Listen, obviously the winner of this fight will get another fight at the IBF.
Adding to that, Richard Torres Jr. showed respect for both Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis, describing them as highly skilled fighters with strong futures. He mentioned a personal connection with Zayas dating back to the amateur days, while also acknowledging Ennis's elite level ability, adding that he is interested to see how the matchup plays out.
Man, you know, it's two insanely talented fighters. I myself am a Xander fan. I through and through since day one. I've known him since the amateurs. I'm gonna rock with Xander. He's my guy. I won't ever go against him, man. So Xander's my guy, and I'm gonna keep with him. But Boots is such a talented fighter. I'm a fan of his as well, and I'm excited for that. I just saw he posted today that he signed the contract. So.
Building on that, Bryant Jennings highlighted that Jaron Ennis often doesn't get enough credit despite consistently dominant performances. He noted that many of Ennis's opponents are unable to settle into their rhythm once he asserts control, limiting what they can show in the ring. Jennings added that very few fighters can handle Ennis's blend of skill and pressure, suggesting most bouts either become cautious or shift firmly in Ennis's favor.
I just think that no matter what, these people are going to underestimate him, and they're only, like, whatever they, like the last dude, Lima, it's like bro, you ain't even get a chance. You ain't even get a chance to see Boots. That there was just like, okay, like it takes a lot, you know. And I don't think that anybody's out there right now is tough enough to be able to, you know, I guess to put up such a good fight technical wise, technical wise with with Moose. And then it's just like, okay, well, it's either the fight gonna be boring because somebody's not necessarily engaging or something like that, or, you know, it's just Boots gonna beat you the fuck up. Like, yeah, I don't see anybody out there really giving Boots any work.
That's all about it. Opinions are split, but only the ring will reveal the truth. Now it all comes down to fight night. Leave your prediction in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more boxing content.